Hello, and welcome back to Reverse 1999. Yeah, I got my water. Yeah, it's still the same day. I just went downstairs and get some water because I was getting my throat was getting not sore. How do you call it? Parched. I think that's how I say it. Oh, we got 3 notes. Everything's so fine. Let's do an exorcism. Let me see. You still have her. The device is connected. It's calling your name.
Stay back! Help me! Help!
Oh, now you're asking for help. Oh, boo-hoo. The city hall has been plunged back into chaos. Johnny lets out a shriek, scrambling to get as far away as possible.
Get away!
How did you get free? What? Didn't we take you down? He hurls the officer aside, blood dripping from his fingers from the thumbs he broke to slip his hand out of his cuff. I see, that's how he did it. He did a good old dislocate the thumb so it can slide right out of there. He moves with inhuman strength, fighting off the approaching officer with ease.
Out of my way! I will kill you! I will kill you all!
Damn it, is this dude high or something?
Probably the spirit. He's being possessed.
No, I don't think this is drugs. It's an arcane skill. I sense some kind of evil spirit. I think I can stop him, ma'am.
The tension between them has been totally forgotten. The situation is urgent. Poitier gives her a sharp nod.
Fine, whatever it is, whatever you think you can do it.
I will. This is my duty.
Leon gives a firm nod before rushing towards the suspect.
Kill! I must kill this bastard! Who are you?
Please stay calm, sir. I have no weapon. I'm just here to make a phone call.
What? A phone call?
Yes. And you are going to make it.
Who are you dialing?
You'll soon find out. 强梁既出，亡有不为，斩杀凶旧，消结不香。
Oh man, it looks cool as hell. Look at that thing. And we're fighting immediately. Gotta remember not to see what the hell they are. Let me see the enemy. Frenzied robber. A robber breaking free of control. He paid a price to escape his chains. Nothing hurts more than a grudge that cuts to the bone. Humanoid projection. A blurry humanoid creature. Its outline shifts constantly like an odd distorted recording, flickering and floating. Its very purpose seems to depend on whenever or not it's seen. Huh. Interesting. Okay, plant. Yeah, let's keep using this one.
Join with us, comrades.
Something is coming out of his body. Watch yourself, rookie. What is that? It seems like some kind of non-corporeal specter. No, that's not right. I don't see any ghostly aura around them. They must be ghost plagues. The hell are those? According to Eastern records, the entities that bring calamity, disease, and malevolence curses. But this time, astonishingly, this ghost pattern has taken on human form. I don't know why yet, but something must have triggered these transformations. Officer Poitier, please step back. My duty alongside oh my god, I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce that. Changyang has always been to drive out these ghost plagues. It's time to put an end to the disturbance. Ooh, this song is so good.
my prayer.
It's still loud as hell. I lowered this BGM, but it's still loud.
Oh, I call upon you.
Oh, this is no good.
Luke will foresee your rending. Your punishment will come.
Cool attack animations, I will say, but holy hell, they won't stop attacking. Okay, where is... Go.
Heed my prayer.
Bungie, now!
A tiny little snake behind them. Yeah, I can see she's really strong.
Light the bonfire. I remember.
The sky has moved. So will the mother's spirit. Namaste, stupid heads.
No! My head! Ah!
Oh, cow. Are you hitting the metal bars? What the hell are you doing?
I'm so sorry, Mama.
With one last gargled whisper, the man collapses. The officers around him remain frozen, still too wary to approach.
Should we cuff him?
Allow me. But I believe we should bring him to the hospital to be checked over immediately.
Yeah, that sounded painful.
Think you can handle him? We got this con man to take care of.
She follows the older officer's gaze. Not long ago, Johnny Three Times was brimming with arrogance. Now he's a crumpled heap on the floor. A dark stain has formed in the crotch of his pants. He pissed himself.
God, what a loser.
Putia sneers, shaking her head as she turns away. She hesitates, then shifts her gaze to Liang.
So, you know what I'm about to say, right?
Hmm?
Sorry. Liang looks visibly more confused, although more understandably this time.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is that what you want? For me to say it? Sorry.
The blush is so cute, honestly.
I felt bad for that guy, but there was nothing we could do for him while he was possessed. If it weren't for you, we might have shot him. Well done, Visual Liang. And please just forget what I said. I was out of line.
The moment her apology ends, she turns her head, unwilling to see Liang's reaction. But after a long pause, there is no response.
Say something.
She looks back to see Liang frozen in surprise.
Oh, right. It's okay. I didn't take it to heart.
Good.
I still think it's you. You're the vigilante. You're too well designed to be just a normal NPC.
Who's there?
A stiff laugh hits her their ears. Putia springs back like a startled cat.
Sorry, I shouldn't eavesdrop. It's a bad habit. It's just... You remind me of my friends back in the old days.
You're the lady that tried to help us soothe him. Thank you for the help. It could have turned out much worse if you hadn't been there. Thank you again.
That's too kind of you, young Vigil. I just did what anyone should. Really, it was you and your partner that were the real heroes.
You're too modest, ma'am. Actually, forgive me for asking. Haven't I seen your face before?
She studied the woman's face for quite some time before speaking this thought out loud. They haven't met in person. No, it was some other way, but how? Where? She has barely begun forming those words when a woman gives her the answer.
Good to know that someone still remembers those old flicks, even after all these years.
The features on the face beneath the beret overlap with the face on Liang's memory. But the face she remembers lacks the maturity and composure of the woman before her. That face was brimming with youthful confidence, full of fire and energy. But one thing has remained the same. Those bright, shining eyes, like stars twinkling on silver screens and television sets.
Yes, from the movies. That's right. You are...
Oops, you got me. I'm casing. Or were you hoping I'd say Detective CO7?
G-Sync. Okay. Kind of funny that this thing has the right a cinch. No, I can't say it in English. A cinch. The right things on top, but this one doesn't. She winks at the two dumbfounded officers, and that's how we're gonna end this one. Okay, I see. Oh no, it continues in Laplace. In the hospital, it just uses the same set.
A full report will take some time. You'll need to wait for now.
Thank you, Doctor.
Our perp had his ID with him. That saves us a lot of digging. Eric Wong, 43, runs a grocery store in Chinatown.
He did not look 43.
Let's see. The only family member we've got is his wife, a Lillian Lau, who immigrated to the States 10 years ago. Both have no criminal record, totally clean. He's an arcanist apparently, and a powerful one at that. But no reports of any prior misuse of arcana. His car was found near the crime scene, all filled up with potatoes and carrots from the wholesalers. Either this was just a spur-of-the-moment wacko move, or some bizarre attempt at a tuber-based alibi. Anyway, we've contacted his wife, and she should be here soon. Maybe we'll get some more clues from her. Yo, Liang, you listening?
Oh, you're right.
The answer is obvious. No. But Tia takes a deep breath.
Earth calling Liang!
Ah, damn.
Whoa!
The sudden shout snaps Liang out of a daze.
Officer Podie, we're in a hospital. We should keep quiet.
I would have. But that didn't seem likely to bring you back to Earth, Space Cadet. So what's got you lost in space now?
I'm just thinking.
About what?
About Miss Qixing.
Oh, the actress.
Right. I guess you're really into those movies, huh? It's all good, boo. I get the picture now. Our little CO7 fan sneaking into the cinema behind her parents' back. You know, you're beginning to almost seem human, Princess.
I still think there's a misunderstanding and she just had a normal childhood.
At first, I thought you might be an android. Like those Laplace bots they've got writing parking tickets for us.
Oh. They have robots doing that? Okay. Liang looks as if she wants to argue, but at last moment she stops herself.
In fact, I do like Miss Qixing's CO7 movies very much. Her character means a lot to me.
Oh, is that the reason why you decided to be a visual?
Specifically, yes. It's the reason I decided my destiny was to be in the police. But back to the topic. I was thinking about Miss Qixing, but it wasn't because I like her or anything like that.
Okay, Tsundere. She shakes her head, her gaze sharpening, her brows furrowed slightly.
It's just that... her being here made me think about Night Piercer. Miss Qixing has a similar arcane skill to the one he appears to use. She called it Silver Needle. She even performed it in her movies. Or this is a massive red herring and we're gonna find that it's not her, or she has like an evil twin or something, or it's just obviously pointing at her. But knowing this game, it's probably them. I'm thinking red herring right now. Could that really just be a coincidence?
Huh?
The officer knits her brow as if she's just been hit with a bad joke, but young deepened thought continues. And what she said felt meaningful in some way. 1 hour earlier.
It's a great pleasure to meet you, Miss Qixing. I grew up watching your films, but what are you doing here in LA? I mean, if it's okay to ask?
Sure, not a problem at all. I'm here to see an old friend.
Though she was once a star known across the nation, Qixing... Oh my god.
It's a great pleasure to meet you, Miss Qixing.
Qixing.
I grew up...
Qixing speaks warmly and without airs. It's like she's chatting with an old friend.
Is it Miss Noah? I heard she's planning a new film.
Again, I have to apologize for completely butchering those names. I have a hard time remembering names as is, and now having to pronounce Chinese names is gonna be even harder. I'm so sorry.
Oh, so you heard the news? It's been a long time since I last saw her. You're right though, kid. I've got something I need to talk to her about.
Of course. That's great.
Bro, that's just...
Oh, and the Dushu Festival is coming soon. I hope you all go to the Showdown parade in Chinatown. It'll be so much fun to see you there.
Bro, they really are just painting her with red herrings. This has to be a red herring. She has so many red flags.
Huh?
The quiet, reserved Liang has suddenly turned shady. Portia stares at her. She's like an entirely different person.
Sure. Is it really that time of year again?
You don't like the parade?
Of course I do. I like every bit of it. Watching people eat, perform, and come together to celebrate the end of the year, and to pray for peace and good luck in the next. I like the pure and simple wish that the Showdown parade carries.
I see.
But it always reminds me of the ending.
The ending
What ending?
of the movie? Qixing falls silent, shaking her head, but no more explanation is needed. Liang's memories have come back to her.
You mean the ending of the last film in the CO7 series?
She must have guessed correctly. Qixing eyes widen a little. Then she gives a small nod.
Yes, I know lots of people like that ending. A reflection of reality, they say. Tragedy leaves people with a deeper impression than comedy. But as for me, I hated it. The good guys failed and the bad guys won? What kind of an ending is that?
Oh, interesting.
Maybe we don't get a say in how things work in reality. But in stories we can. We should.
That's an interesting debate to have. Yeah.
Reality itself is tragic enough already. Why should a movie remind us of how absurd things really are? What goes around comes around. That's what people want to see in the movies.
Yeah, I can definitely see this, especially recently with the... We can see this in like movies like Superman, for example. In Man of Steel, it was like super depressing, and the whole Snyderverse too, like super dark and things, and people started not enjoying it because it was like that. Then suddenly we have this new trailer for the new Superman, and it's all bright colors, hopeful. I can definitely see that. Yeah, people were sick of sad stories. The world is depressing enough as it is. It's good to have some feel-good stories now and again. Her tone has turned unusually serious for a discussion about film, but these words struck a chord to Liang.
I agree with you. When I was little, I also didn't like how it ended. Maybe it's true that reality can't guarantee us true justice, but I still want to see justice being served. At least in fiction.
This response seems to earn Qixing's approval.
I feel the same way. Pardon me for asking. That beast you summoned was something else. It reminded me of a certain creature. A legendary beast from the north of China. 強梁既出，網友不為。斬殺兇舊，梟截不詳。
Are you gonna... Okay, it was bugged for a moment, it was so slow.
That must make you a descendant of the Liang family, right?
Something in Qixing's gaze makes Liang feel as though she's standing too close to an open flame. But even so, she answers truthfully.
Yes, I'm Liang Yue, from the Liang family of the 12 Zhens.
Liang Yue. Liang Yue.
Liang Wei, yeah, you sound like me trying to remember how to pronounce her name.
It's a good name, little Vigil. I'll keep it in mind.
Liang Wei, Liang Wei. It's good. It's hard to pronounce, honestly. I'll keep trying. Maybe at the end of this I'll nail it. I'll do the rest later. I'm just kind of curious. What do we have this time? Ready on call. Oh, it's an extraction one. Okay. You have the music, this. Okay. Alright, check your gear. If you're missing much of a damn paperclip, speak up now. Rookie, where's the chameleon comms? Lost it? It is a chameleon! Haha, I knew it. I think I must have. Look, right here, it's just gone into camouflage. Maybe Xianglang showing up scared into hiding. Xianglang, that electric tiger of yours? The one that lives in your phone? This old brick phone was a relic used by my first summoning of Xianglang. It became the token of our bond. When I use this phone to call Xianglang, it will answer. Wild, it's like something straight out of those TV shows. But using a phone for rituals? I thought rituals from your side of the world were more traditional, like those dancing shadow puppets that we've got. That's an excellent guess. Previous generations of summoners in my family did use shadow puppetry to call Xianglang, but that was centuries ago. Oh, so does that make you a once-in-a-century kind of genius? No, not really. I was just lucky that the phone is a more convenient method than shadow puppetry. There it is. You're still humble as ever, princess. Can you summon Xiangling again? I owe it thanks for the help earlier. I want to recommend it. Calling Xiangling without a good reason makes them angry, and the calls are really expensive. Wait, do you actually pay money? Is it like a prepaid phone where you have to put in money to fly? Oh, that'd be really funny if it is like a prepaid phone where you have to actually put in money. Deleted scene. Good thing it hasn't lived. We'll just get this part out. Live tonight with special guests. Tonight's first guest is a brilliant young actress you've seen in CO7 Part 1, CO7 Part 2. Now she's returning for the upcoming CO7 Part 3. Though honestly, why not just call it CO8 and CO9? Anyways, please welcome Xiangling. And then, do you know what more said? She said, we're wrapping up, so we might as well use all those explosives. So reaction to the explosions wasn't just your stellar acting. I like to think some of it was, but wide-eyed reaction when the explosion shockwave hit me, that was definitely real. No more big fireworks for Part 3, I take it. You must have used them all the last one. 50-50. What's that? 50-50. Either this film ends the series with a bang, or flops in the face of it because it's a garbage excuse for ending it. Whoa, I think we're about to head into spoiler territory. Before Noir sues us, let's get to commercials. Damn, can you imagine just an actor coming into a late night show and just start shit-talking the ending of the movie they're in? I can see that really funny. Other side, same coin. People generally prefer to maintain their distance before promises are made. Ooh, Loggerhead! I just barely saw her. Loggerhead's here. Cool.
I read an article about the conflicts between Miss Qixing and the other two producers of the CO7 series. Before, I thought it was only rumors. But now, thinking over what she said, what if it's true? What am I saying? It's ridiculous.
Then stop pouting over it, princess. We've got work to do.
Oof, that was a strong pat. The hallway of the Laplace, it was Laplace Rehabilitation Center, cooperative hospital is bustling with people. Lost in thought, Liang is jolted back to reality by a firm clap on the back.
You want to bet on how many people in LA have similar arcane skills? Come on, it's a total coincidence. You don't really think they're the same person, do you? That'd be nuts. I mean, it's the Detective CO7 we're talking about. Sure, she's been retired from acting for a while, but she's like super famous. If she was gonna go all kooky and start taking out crooks like she was the real CO7, why wait all this time? It's been years since her last movie, and we're only just dealing with this Nightpiercer guy now.
That's why I think it's a red herring.
Besides, it's not like it's a crazy, unusual type of arcane skill. Who knows? Maybe this Nightpiercer guy is a fan of Detective CO7's films too. Can't rule out anything yet. Hey, you okay in there? Did I knock the wind out of you?
It's okay. I'm fine.
Ooh, yeah, I had done one of those before. Well, one guy in one of my classes just boom, clapped me right in the back. Ooh, my guy had a big hand too. Heavy. Ooh, that hurt. Liang shakes her head. But yeah, still bewildered by and perhaps feeling a little guilty, insists that she didn't mean to hit her so hard. Not that it matters. At least the sudden smack did the trick of pulling Liang out of her spiraling thoughts. Neither of the test results nor the suspect's family has arrived yet. Liang makes her way to the vending machine at the far end of the hallway with the coin Spottia dropped in her hand as a half-hearted apology and buys herself an orange juice. But that absurd thought, that ridiculous guess from earlier still refuses to leave her mind.
Forget it. Just like you said, it doesn't make any sense.
All attempts to push the thought from her mind are failing. That is, until a frantic voice cuts through the air.
But you're injured, ma'am. You can't just leave.
I'm totally fine. It's just a tiny smidge of damage. I can fix it myself.
Hey, loggerhead.
You call a broken arm a smidge? Need to let us treat it immediately.
Isn't her arm robotic?
What's going on here?
The doctor recognizes her uniform and immediately.
Are you a vigil? Could you help me stop this girl? She's trying to leave with a broken arm. She was in an accident, but since she's woken up, she's refused to let us examine anything. She might not be our normal kind of patient, but we're doctors. We can't let someone leave when they need immediate medical attention.
A vigil? I'm in a hurry now. I'm gonna miss my bus.
Uh-oh. Loggerhead. What's wrong? Beneath the girl's clothing, the exposed skin has a cold metallic sheen that must have been what the doctor meant by not a normal kind of patient. Liang notices the emblem on her chest, marking her as an employee of the St. Pavlov Foundation. How odd that she'd been a panic reaction at the sight of a vigil. Give me a second. Sorry about that, my cat wandered in, had to move him out of the room before he started bothering me or something.
There'll be another bus, but you only have one buddy. You should listen to the doctor. Sit down and wait until you're cleared to leave. Please show us your ID so that the doctor can give you treatment.
For a few stiff seconds, the girl's mechanical head freezes in place. Then, in a movement almost too fast to follow, it snaps up.
Look! A hamster riding a stethoscope!
What?
A hamster what?
The bizarreness of these words leaves Young no choice but to glance in the pointed direction, only to confirm, of course, that there is no hamster nor stethoscope in sight.
Now! Hey, wait!
Yeah, we're gonna fight her, aren't we? Let's keep this team.
That cost you a little extra?
Mindful of passerbys and avoid attacking patients. Wow, why are you chasing me? The hamster's the other way. I need you to cooperate. Stop right there. Oh, officer, watch out. Don't run into the corridor that you almost knocked me over. Sorry, ma'am. Oof, I need to be more careful. Keep my arms and legs in check. Avoid hitting civilians and stay clear of all this equipment. Luckily these are all one target.
No problem. Easy
Yep.
peasy. Oh, good
Yep.
taste.
Eat my prayer.
Watch your back.
Get back and stay back.
Relax, I
Yeah.
got it in the loop. Don't worry.
Ow, dick.
Oh,
I'm trying not to hit you, and that's how you repay us?
Heed my prayer.
No problem. Easy.
Your punishment will come.
There you go.
Luke will
Shit, no, wait.
fulfill your ending.
Oh, this is no good.
You're not half bad.
Oh, I almost thought we were gonna kill the guy. Poor guy. Actually, no, he attacked us. He's a dick. Never mind.
Watch out!
Sorry, I'm after.
The hospital narrow hallway are hardly suitable for a chase, and Liang quickly finds her place blocked by a supply cart. By the time she makes it past, the mechanical-headed girl has disappeared. The metal chameleon communicator device, issued by the Division of Arcane Affairs, gives off a distinctive chime.
Hey, rookie, where did you go? Get back here. The medical report is ready, and Mr. Wong's family just arrived.
I. Understood. How's Mr. Wong doing?
There's a long pause on the other end of the line.
It's not pretty.
Yeah, I can imagine. Mr. Wong is lying unconscious in the hospital bed, looking haggard. His breathing is labored and raspy, like wind rattling through a hollow log.
Oh! What happened to him? He seems completely normal this morning!
Her legs go weak. Were it not for the men supporting her, she might have collapsed entirely.
Please relax, Miss Wong. We have to wait and see what the doctor says.
Hey, it's this guy again. From the beginning. Poutier instantly recognizes him, one of those Division of Arcane Affairs least welcome and regular visitors.
Right. You're the local arcane private eye, aren't you, Joe? Are you commissioned by the victim?
What?
The man's eyes widen in surprise before shooting Poutier a venomous glare.
I like some taxi leeches out there. I actually help people in need.
Was that a...
I don't charge a fee when it comes to my neighbors.
Yeah, that's a Texan.
I like some taxi leeches out there. I actually help people in need.
That sounds like a Texan accent. What? That's kind of a weird accent to hear from that boy, from that guy. He clearly has no interest in arguing, and at a time like this, he lets out a cold snort and turns to the doctor with a questioning look.
This Liang has cleared the unknown arcane skill that was afflicting him. His physical condition is stable, but I fear there may be some long-term effects on his mind. He seems to be suffering from a severe thought and memory disorder. It would be best to keep him asleep.
Doctor! When will he wake up? Can I speak to him?
For now, we suggest against it. It may cause him additional distress to see someone familiar to him. We fear there might be memory loss.
I see.
What? How? What should I do now? With this mother gone, I can't take any more of this.
Madam.
The woman looks as though all the strength has been drained from her body as she slumps into a nearby chair. Liang opens her mouth to offer comfort but can't seem to find the right words. Zhou's gaze sweeps past Poutier before settling on Liang.
So, who's a little China's kid? Did the DAA give you a sidekick to do your job for you? Forget it, lah. Listen, if you are not going to do your best to help these people, then it's better you just stay out of my way.
Okay, see, that looks like a more Asian accent, I think. That first one looked like a Texan, honestly. Like, y'all, something like that. Liang looks at Poutier with a questioning gaze. Poutier shakes her head and sighs, gesturing for her to come closer before handling over the hospital diagnosis.
When they first brought him in, there were remnants of the arcanum riddled through his body. It might have gone a long way to proving he wasn't in control of himself, but I guess anything definitive has already faded away. The doctors couldn't isolate a cause. Worst case scenario, they might not believe us and have this poor guy shoved off to the funny farm.
The what? Liang clenches her fist and looks towards the woman curled up in the hospital chair, quietly sobbing. She looks so small against the oversized seat. Finally, Liang steps forward and crouches beside the chair. After a brief hesitation, she reaches out and places a hand over the woman's. Shou looks surprised.
Madam, please. You need to stay strong for your husband. They've brought in some of the best doctors from the Laplace Rehab Center. If there is anyone that can help him, it'll be them.
In a way, it's a promise with no real guarantee. A statement that could almost be considered a lie. But even lies have value when a person needs to hear them. The woman hastily wipes her tear-streaked face and lifts her head.
He said that he was going to buy produce from the wholesalers. But I couldn't reach him. And then the police called.
Yeah, they did have produce in this car, so that happened.
My husband is a good man. Everyone knows that. He would never do something like this. Please, miss. You have to help us.
The woman grasps Liang's hand tightly in hers, her fingers trembling. Her hands are gentle yet rough, etched with years of hard work, the kind of hands earned through long days and nights of striving for a better life. Ooh, that's a good CG, honestly. Ooh. Yep, I'm screenshotting that. In her palm, she can feel the woman's desperate, burning warmth. It is so hot, she feels like it could scorch her. Liang takes a deep breath.
You can rely on us, ma'am. We'll find out the truth behind this. I promise you.
She gives the woman's hands a firm, reassuring squeeze.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You are our only hope. Please.
Sometimes a lie can become the truth. All it takes is someone willing to make it so. Oh, that's kind of neat. A nice sentiment, I think. Are you gonna be an asshole or are you gonna actually help? The door to the ward is shut down behind them. After a moment of silence, Portia tilts her head.
Rookie mistake, princess. Never make a promise about something you don't get to decide on.
I'm sorry, Miss Portier, but I only mean...
Hold it. I didn't say we weren't gonna do our best.
The words she is about to say no longer serve any purpose. Instead, something Portia has never seen her do before. She smiles.
Thank you, ma'am.
Not so fast. We still need some solid evidence if we're gonna crack this case.
But where to begin? It seems like there are no obvious clues beyond what we were seeing. Mr. Wong had no enemies and was well loved in his community. If that's the case, then it can't be a simple motivation. Still, something sticks out to me. When I ask about any recent events or happenings, it wasn't Mrs. Wong that answered. It was...
Portia already knows where this is going.
Joe, our private eye with a chip on his shoulder against the DAA.
Yes. He mentioned that there have been strange things going on around LA's Chinatown recently. According to my notes, he mentioned there were children that suddenly became distant and unresponsive, young men that began showing signs of memory loss, and an otherwise healthy elder that rapidly developed signs of dementia.
I see.
Absent-mindedness, empty despondence towards family and friends, memory loss. It all sounds very familiar to Mr. Wong's condition. But no one thought to bring the matter to the police. I also spoke with the nurses here. They said they've also noticed an increase in patients from Chinatown complaining of confusion and memory loss. I guess once again, no one thought it was serious enough for our attention.
Small cases, yeah, it wasn't until something like this happened that to start paying attention. But the expression darkens.
Well, what you thinking, Cadet? Are all these cases related? If it's as widespread as you're making it out to be, we might be in over our heads.
Even so, I think we can't overlook it as a possibility.
I see.
Arcane skills that directly affect the mind are rare, but they do exist. I've read of similar cases in the Vigil's archive. One of them, as I recall, had very similar symptoms to what we're seeing here.
Liang's brow furrows.
However, if there were some criminal intention behind all of these symptoms, what could it be? Or could it be an accident? Maybe a child with a powerful arcane skill who can't control it. Or some unregulated and dangerous arcane objects.
I think it's more the second part.
We can't draw any conclusions without more evidence.
Two officers look troubled. Then, as if something has clicked in their minds, Potier's face lights up.
Arcane objects. Isn't there a department in the Foundation that stores and records dangerous arcane materials?
There we go, we're going somewhere now.
Yes, at the headquarters of the Foundation. And its official name is...
You're not gonna
the
tell us?
Arcanum Containment Department.
Okay, and then to be continued. No? Okay, still going. Wow, this is a long one.
Voilà.
Oh,
Je crois que je suis arrivée.
she's here. I didn't thought she was gonna be here. Oh my god, it's Matilda. Oh my god, it's either her or Vertin in this event, so that's kind of fun.
C'est bien plus lumineux et spacieux que je ne l'avais imaginé.
Oh, Matilda's gonna be in this. Oh, that's great. Oh man, it just increased my enjoyment of this a lot. I'm currently enjoying it also, but Matilda, oh yes. Get me more Matilda, please. Hey, it's voices on the tree. Hey, it's Miss Shishing over there. Looks like a friendly chat is in order. Last night, Night Piercer struck again, attacking the convoy transporting infamous Johnny 3 times. Two officers were knocked unconscious during the attack. However, Johnny 3 times was seriously injured and is remaining in critical condition. Insiders say citizens clashed with the convoy earlier that day due to dissatisfaction over Johnny 3 times light sentencing. Later that night, Night Piercer struck, seemingly enacting vigilante justice on behalf of Johnny and 3 times victims. Public support for Night Piercer has grown since. And although it has been a day since the attack, crowds still gather at the scene. We're here to hear from the people on the street that had that day. Serves him right. Let's come back. Deserves a prickly end. I think following the law is important, but honestly, the way Johnny 3 times got such a light sentencing feels off. Who, me? You're asking me? Oh, sorry, miss, but you haven't happened to see CO7, haven't you? Oh, no reason. I thought it was just one of those prank interviews where they've been doing lately. I would put this. Sorry, but sometimes my position is really not allowed to commenting on politics. Huh. Saving lives. He's a doctor who loves his job. Seeing you hurt gets him a little giddy, that's all. Welcome to Laplace Rehabilitation Center. We are the world's leading hospital specializing in arcanums, whatever they are. Suffering from arcanum-related injuries, cursed with bad luck after an argument with your neighbor, transforming more and more into a beetle with each passing morning. What? Suddenly recalling your life as a pharaoh, causing you to witness distress at your office job. The Laplace Rehabilitation Center is committed to giving you the best treatment available. Don't worry about whether your rare condition is covered by health insurance. To thank you for contributing to medical advancement, we offer discounts and subsidies based on the rarity of your condition. Each rare condition gets you a flat 60% discount. If you're simultaneously bitten by a vampire and a dragon while dissolving into an oil painting, but you're still somehow alive, then that's right, your treatment will be free, and we'll even pay you 80% of the treatment cost as a bonus. Thank you for supporting the Laplace Rehabilitation Center. Helping you help us, everyone. God, I love these little tidbits, they're funny. Secret warrant. Cold drinks, fat bounties, and long holidays. Shame it never works out that way.
Des armoires et encore des armoires. Qui est responsable ici? J'avais l'impression que c'était un département important, non? Où est la sécurité?
Oh, she's so fun. The ever-curious Matilda weaves her way through the rows of filing cabinets. She has read about the department of books detailing the Foundation's history.
Le département contient tous les objets connus qui ont produit des phénomènes dangereux ou mystérieux liés à l'arcane.
So, hold on. When does this take place? Because at the end of 2.0, she went to visit her mom. So this has to be before 2.0, right?
Certains disent même qu'il contient chaque mystère arcané résolu et non résolu, jamais enregistré. Mais bien sûr, le plus grand mystère de tous les temps, la tempête, les défis toujours. Comme c'est le cas pour nous tous, il semble que chaque département sont désormais tournés vers l'étude de la tempête. Il y a peu de temps pour ces énigmes plus triviales.
Interesting. Her footsteps echo through the empty department, and the odd sense that she's being watched settles over her. Silence can be comforting, but it also can be unsettling, and a breeding ground for loneliness, dredging up long buried unease.
Je me demande comment va maman. Madame Z a dit qu'elle la surveillerait, mais toujours pas de nouvelles.
Okay, so this is before 2.0. She finds herself pausing, her gaze lowering to the ground, but only for a moment.
Non, ressaisis-toi, Matilda Boaniche. C'est ta maman, la plus grande mère de tous les temps. Qu'est-ce qui pourrait bien avoir mal tourné?
With renewed confidence, she picks up her pace and her pale ponytail bouncing behind her.
Maintenant, sa fille la plus remarquable est en train d'accomplir une mission importante pour la Fondation. Contrairement à certains autres qui ont consacré leur temps précieux à des vacances au nom de réveiller les jeux d'Uluru.
Okay, it's during the Uluru Games. Okay, so it's during the Uluru Games, I see.
On espère tout de même qu'ils réussiront à rendre ces jeux aussi grandioses et sublimes qu'ils disent qu'il était dans le passé lointain, ou sinon...
So we're still in the 90s. Makes sense, I suppose. Everything else seems to be going like that.
Everything's fine here. Now on to the next row.
Oh my god, she's so cute. What the hell?
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
What is it?
An excellent question, miss. See that serial number on it? AN003. A water sample from the Peilin River. Number 003. There are hundreds of thousands of samples, collections, and records here. But no matter who you ask, this particular one will always make their top list. Collected in a remote city in China. When the investigators arrived, they found that it had been isolated in time. All its inhabitants dressed and lived as if they were from the late Tang Dynasty.
It's connecting to the tales. To the 1.6 Tales of Shwaru, the tailed one, yeah.
They were completely unaware of the state of the world beyond their lands, as if trapped in a time capsule from the forgotten past.
Oh.
The liquid inside the vial is clear and pristine, less like river water and more like perfectly liquefied gemstone. Matilda can't help but stare in fascination.
But how is that possible? Did no one ever leave the city? Not even to travel or do business?
You're a clever one, miss. Yes, it seems the investigators were confused too. In the end, they realized that an arcane skill was affecting the Peilin River. Sadly, it seems the arcane energy was dissipating by the time they arrived, and they weren't able to figure out its cause.
I see.
This is the only sample they were able to recover. Laplace has been begging for access to it. They're eager to unravel the mystery.
Wow, that is indeed a most intriguing claim.
It's not just a claim, miss. It's real. Wait, Miss Matilda Boaniche?
Oh, she's famous. The careless young staff member only seems to have fully recognized Matilda's presence.
You've heard of me?
Oh.
Yeah, of course. Who hasn't heard of the Boaniches and their star investigator daughter? Didn't you know that everyone's been talking about you since you joined the Foundation?
Really?
Actually, my mother and I went to visit you. Oh, but I haven't introduced myself. Constance Scott. I'm a fellow graduate from SPDM.
Constance. Okay.
Of course, now, I'm just a record keeper here.
It doesn't seem like false modesty. Every top student at the SPDM has granted the honor of having their name inscribed at the School Hall of Fame, but Matilda has never once come across the name Scott.
Actually, I've been looking for you as well, Miss Scott. Commissioner Pedra asked me to give this to you.
A letter? What's it about?
I couldn't say, but he had a most unpleasant look about him as he gave it to me. Then he asked me to review my report on the events in San Francisco.
After San Francisco... Okay, so it's after San Francisco, during the Uluru Games, before... or after... 77, Route 77. Okay, so it must be... after San Francisco, after 77, during the Uluru Games, before 2.4. It's right there in the middle. Man, the 1990s era has a lot of things in it.
Are you alright? Your face has grown quite pale.
I'm fine. I just have a bad feeling I know what I'm about to read.
Oh, is she fired or something? Having bid farewell to Matilda, Scott makes her way to a secluded room within the department, the letter clutched in her hand. Carefully closes the door behind her, and with one last glance around the room, opens the envelope. A single sheet of paper floats down from within, one carrying a heavy message.
The investigation has been concluded. Unfortunately, their findings were exactly as we feared.
Uh-oh.
The suspect must be apprehended ASAP, and all efforts must be made to retrieve this arcane object before either cause further trouble.
Okay.
You must leave immediately. Her last reported sighting was in Chinatown, Los Angeles.
Oh, so it isn't Matilda, it's Scott. That's gonna go.
新鮮嘅桔啊，埋嚟睇，埋嚟揀啊！
Ah man, oranges. This game loves oranges. Even more because I'm allergic to oranges, I can't eat them. Sucks.
Sorry, could you say that again? Ji Ma Wu? And that means paper horse dance? Okay, I got it.
喂，老細，今日仲有冇燒肉啊？揞埋晒啦！啊，今日切條叉燒，整到半隻白切雞啊！
Daddy, look! There's a dragon on the floor! That's totally cool!
People speaking many languages meet and weave around each other on the crowded avenue. Liang wanders among them, stopping every now and then to take it all in.
Welcome to Chinatown. How do you like it?
Yes, it does give me a certain sense of nostalgia. Do you come here often, Miss Poitier?
Poitier.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, outside of work, it's been a while. 3 years or so.
Poitier, so her I is in silence. I just Poitier. Poitier. Poitier.
Yes, it does give me a certain sense of nostalgia. Do you come here often, Miss Poitier?
Poitier. Poitier. Yeah, I really like to read it in French.
Only once in 3 years? I don't think you can consider that often.
Poitier waves a hand, glancing down the lively street on either side.
Yeah, well, it's a fun place for a day trip, sure. But things are different when you put on the uniform. Remember that private eye back at the hospital? Joe? You can get an impression about how people see the police around here from him.
You mean that the residents here don't cooperate with the Arcane Affairs Division?
I think it's the cops in general. There.
Well, it's complicated. There's a lot of language and cultural barriers. Folks here just don't turn to the police to solve their problems. Even when they do, we feel like we have no idea where to start. The thing that surprised me the most was how arcanists of all kinds and humans live so closely together here. I guess it's the same in China, isn't it? I remember this one time, we had a call about a break-in. When we got there, it turned out the shopkeeper was a big white bird as tall as I am.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
And this other time, we're chasing down a lost puppet for some lame-ass puppeteer. Anyways, so I asked an old lady if she'd seen a doll nearby. You know what she said? Well, I don't know what she said, but she started going off about me being a Laowai. Now give me some credit. I might not speak Chinese, but I do know Laowai means foreigner. So excuse me? Like I'm American, baby. Born and raised.
Sorry.
Liang knows she should remain serious, but she can't help her to be tickled by by Putia's indignation. Putia shoots her a glare, but she heaves a quiet sigh.
That's not even the half of it. The thing is, I don't hate it here. Although I can't say I love Chinatown very much either. To be honest, most of us on the force haven't found a way to make inroads with the people here.
If that's the problem, why don't we try to understand things step by step? Maybe then we can start fresh? We're here anyway.
Yeah, I guess. Liang turns back and examines the archway at the beginning of the road. They have already been in this other world for a while.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. If we're gonna get anywhere, then we'll have to start here. But we need to check another task off our list first.
Chinatown Alley Day. They cross the street and turn into a narrow alleyway.
Should be right there, down the alley. Feeling excited, rookie? We're about to pay a visit to your favorite director, Noir.
Favorite? What? No. I just like the movies, that's all. I've got no specific feelings for the director.
Liang can't hold back her rebuttal, but under Putia's teasing gaze, she stops herself.
Maybe just a little. I am curious about the mind of the director behind such great movies. But this is strictly a police matter, so I will act with professional self-restraint. Actually, I've made a request with the Vigil's intelligence branch for a file on Director Noah and any related events. We should get it soon.
You've got a file on her already? Feels like you're going a bit overboard, rookie. It wasn't actually the director that called us. Her assistant did. Later on, Noir herself contacted us and said the so-called threat was just a misunderstanding.
I see.
Normally, we'd leave it at that. There's too much real crime out there to bother with a case where the victim doesn't think anything happened. Still, according to dispatch, the assistant was real spooked over it. The operator got the feeling we should give it a second look, so they kept the file open. But look, this is just a follow-up and an excuse to come down here. So keep your mind on the real mission.
Okay.
Got it, ma'am.
The scene from the Division of Arcane Affairs yesterday flashes across Liang's mind. After leaving the hospital, they immediately return to report their findings and highlight the danger lurking behind Chinatown's strange events. But the higher-ups had a different take on things.
It's been reassigned to the local precinct.
Putia stands in the doorway of the deputy chief's office and shakes her head. Liang immediately catches a subtle shift in her expression.
What's wrong? What does that mean?
Nothing, kid. It's just most of the force aren't trained to deal with arcane crimes. Don't get me wrong. They're good, capable officers, but I'm worried. If this was any other case, I'd keep my mouth shut. But come on, this is clearly our department. This case has arcanum all over it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they know what they're getting into.
For a brief moment, neither speak. Then Liang's eyes light up.
Miss Boydier, I have an idea. What if we...
I see. They're being sneaky.
We prioritize Noir's case, which just happens to put us in Chinatown, so there's no harm in asking a few questions about our other investigation.
Clever.
I knew there was a little rebel in you, Liang. You like to bend the rules, just not break them. Am I right?
Not too often. Actually, I think we're obliged to take Miss Noah's case seriously, even if it wouldn't help us with the other case.
Oh.
Please wait a minute.
It's my communication device.
Liang pulls out a communication device often criticized by Foundation employees for being too bulky. Poitier leans in to get a better look. Her chameleon comb, perched on her chest, stretches his neck in curiosity. Yeah, it is a humongous thing.
SPF-1 portable contact device activated. You've received a new message. Downloading attachments.
I always think this thing was the size of a Game Boy, you know? It looks like one. And the Game Boy Advance, it even has the same color as the one I had when I was a kid.
Download complete. Please check your mailbox.
Message? What's it about?
It's from the intelligence department. They've found her records. Miss Noah is registered with the Foundation. There might be something in her files that can provide us some clues.
She opens the pinned email and scans through the attached files. Her expression turns serious.
Wait, is this...
And we're gonna find out about it next time. It's getting late where I am right now. We're gonna read this, and then we're gonna end. Pieces together. Humans are natural editors, piecing together the ideal memory from mere fragments. That is true. Although I don't usually keep journals, I had to record today's encounter. I've met the great Matilda Ponish. Oh no, it's Scott. I still remember that summer. My mother lectured me for an hour before we left and another hour during our journey. I thought I was following her instructions perfectly. I was dressed perfectly neat. My greetings were memorized, word for word. But the moment I met the Ponish, I froze solid. Too nervous to say anything. Even adults can get stage fright. So how was it fair to give her own daughter the cold shoulder for it? A smile or a pat in the back from mother was all I needed to finish my greeting without fumbling. Thank goodness for old Lady Barrel. She saw what happened, and the gracious word salvaged the situation. I didn't disappoint my mother after all. I'm sure of it because the rest of my memories of that visit were pleasant. Lady Barrel's warm smile and Matilda's energetic chatter. Matilda could be as noisy as she liked and still win her mother's approval. How I envy that so much. But Lady Barrel, for some reason I can't remember what she looked like. Now I understand Lathan's frustration being Matilda's mother. I could imagine a mature, refined version of Matilda minus the childish energy. Alright, without the hooked nose. That was my mother's trick. Huh. I don't know what she looks like. That's an interesting detail. We still haven't seen a single sprite of Matilda's mom, which is something to think about until we find out about her. Anyway, I'll see you all next time for Rookie Actor's Guide and the next part in Reverse 1999. See ya. Alright, before I forget, I completely forgot about this. Let's use this, the invitation thing. Before anything, yeah. Of all of these characters, I want Pickles. I started the game for him, and I want him. That's basically all I want. Or Isolde, or Kakanya. I mean, I want all of these guys, honestly, they're all so good. But with my luck, it's probably gonna be another character I have. Let's see. Star. Oh, Ezra.
Miss Vinton, it's a great honor that you invite me, a human, here in your suitcase. I do enjoy seeing old friends, and I'm more than happy to meet new friends.
Neat, I have them. Nice. No, that's pretty cool. Alright, and that's all I needed to show. Now, for real, see ya.